We are the arbiters of this society.
Repeat after me. As a good citizen, we must maintain a neutral carbon footprint. Repeat. Repeat after me. We must eat the bugs. Repeat. Repeat after me. We must eat the bugs. Repeat.
This is a world that we create and manage. The people, they need to be controlled. We will give them truths, but only our truths. They are not to seek information anywhere else.
It is my job to keep order. So what you saw didn't happen. Erase everything.
You a grunt? I used to be one, and I was good at it.
I know. Things were simpler then. I have some questions.
You need to understand, we're being hunted.
By who?
Bring him to me.
This breaks the world.
Your story isn't over yet. There's still a page left.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
All right, we're probably going to have some bad lag tonight. I can already foresee it. So if you guys see it, let me know. But I I take a couple days off here. Well, not really a couple days off. I did some shorts, but that doesn't really count. And the world just keeps going more nuts. So I wanted to just do a quick video tonight because most of you guys that are here also watch Grunt Speak Live, and I don't want to interrupt that. So, my neighbors decided that right now he wants to put on his obnoxiously loud speaker system. So if you hear it in the background, my apologies. People. I need a shack in the woods somewhere. Same setup, but just a shack in the woods far away from humanity would be awesome. Anyway, I know it's a light stream tonight. Hopefully I keep it short, and there's probably not going to be very many people watching tonight because I didn't schedule this like I normally would. If you guys hear... Okay, Dr. Manhattan, I don't hear it. Okay, good, because I do, and it's going to drive me nuts. Anyway, so I'll just get into what the last few days has been about and why I haven't been around. Some of you might know I had an incident with my dog. He's been in and out of the vet. Still hasn't had surgery done, but we'll get there. They're just waiting for an infection to clear up. And if you do hear that music in the background kicking, let me know so I can mess with my voice meter and try to drown that out, which I can do, thankfully. Tell him his bass sucks. Yeah. No, it's one of these stupid, they're like, I don't know, couple feet tall, and it's one of those fancy Best Buy looking Bluetooth boom boxes. The dog is good. He's actually just chilling out back here behind me. He's still got a splint on. The infection is healing, and that was their main concern, is getting that infection under control before they did any surgery, because if they do the surgery on the leg and then the infection gets to the bone, then we got a big problem. So they just want to make sure that cleared up. By the way, very cool on that story, some of you guys also may not know, he is being treated by the Rocky Mountain vet, Dr. Jeff, Animal Planet. Now, I don't subscribe to cable, haven't watched cable in years, that's why I didn't know who it was, but it was recommended, and that's where he went. So, and that's like the #1 show on Animal Planet, apparently, so he's getting good treatment. All right, on that note, I have been gone dealing with that, and I've been trying to do some shorts, not as many as I wanted to get done, but I got a few done, and YouTube is really trying to screw us. So if you are a content creator, keep this in mind. I have been doing every other day about 3 uploads a day of shorts, and I've noticed, now again, my channel's coming out of retirement. I haven't done this for about a decade, so I'm just starting to get viewers again. I'm aware this is basically like starting over, and if I get 7 of you live, I'm doing good. It's the first 2 months, so I would say that's fine. However, on average, I get 200 something views, maybe 400 per video, but when I do shorts, I get 500 to 1500 views. So YouTube definitely wants us to just all TikTok it up and be mindless zombies like they are over there on that app, and I'm not a fan of that. Let's see, Polska. I'll read some comments while we're going, and like I said, I got to keep it short, so we'll read a few comments. Turn up my mic. Oh shit, my mic's low? Oh boy. I can maybe do that. Let me go to settings here. Hang on. If the stream stops, I really fucked up. All right, settings open. This computer is dragging today. Any lag, by the way? Because yeah, that's. Sorry. There we go. Now everything else is going to listen to me. All right, YouTube nuked my stream last night for playing Baby Metal. I don't know what Baby Metal is, but that sucks, man. They just canned it right on your stream, huh? That being said, you're going to see a lot more channels going down soon. My settings are open. Let's see if it'll load. This is actually a fairly new computer. It's only 2 years old, but with everything open and running, it lags a little bit. Good audio and video, no lag. Okay, so the mic is fine now. It might just be because I was screwing around talking far away from it. It is turned down to keep the hiss off. So as long as the hiss isn't there, I'm happy. But let me see if I can turn it up really quick. Dude, you don't know what baby metal is, Rhino? No, I do not. I know what death metal is and black metal, but not baby metal, no. Let's see. Did I miss anybody's comments? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Let me see here. I may have to screw around with the mic another time. Oh, there we go. There it is. Manage sound device. No. I'll just have to screw with the mic another time. But I'll turn it up on the next stream if it is too low for you guys. Chrome Dome said it was okay, so we'll just deal with that. So Japanese pop and metal. All right. That is what J-pop is, right? I'm hoping I got that part right at least. Okay, so let's just jump into this because you guys already know what we're here for. The Inflation Reduction Act. And, you know, before I spoil it, because you guys have had to have been living under a rock not to know about it, but the Inflation Reduction Act, let's just pull up Fox. Fair use, Susan, YouTube, fair use. Because I am going to bring it up, pause, and talk. God, I hate YouTube. That's why we're also on Odyssey and MGTOW.tv and Rumble. Although I think I got to fix something with Odyssey. I don't think these videos are getting automatically uploaded there. I do have a Twitch channel too, but that comes later. Money. Lots of money they all want from you to do these streams. Okay. Anyway, we are going to open up this first video from Fox here. And I am scrambling because I haven't done a live in a couple weeks. So my squirrel brain is not cooperating. Oh, that's interesting. Uh-oh. What's going on here? I just screwed up the screen. Well, Streamlabs. That's interesting. All my controls have disappeared. Huh. Well, that's what I get for fucking around with the computer. Are you kidding me right now? All my controls have vanished on Streamlabs. Everything. I have zero control. It's the deep state, man. God. Well, this is going to be a very short stream. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. It's fixed. Just had to fuck with it. There we go. Okay. I've done multiple streams, guys. I usually have this shit under control, but Murphy has shown up in full effect. Okay, so let's see. I'll read comments a little bit more. They nuked it after, but I label it music with Polska, so no surprise there. Maybe label it Polska with music. Music, good God. I'll stick to Last Call with Polka. I haven't fucked with it until last night. Yeah. I'm sorry they nuked you on that. What I was saying is a lot more channels are going to get nuked because there's a lot more going on. When I put and more at the end of the description of the video, I'm not even going to say his name, but he's a certain conspiracy theorist that's been popular for decades and has been on trial lately. And every time that guy goes big mainstream coverage, people get nuked. So I would advise, at least for the next few weeks, guys, self-censor. And I hate that, but self-censor the best you can, because as you've seen on Twitter lately, certain words, everything is just falling apart here. Certain words are being banned on Twitter as well. AJ the Doomsayer. Who is AJ the Doomsayer? My computer's barely working. My mic isn't isn't working properly. Stuff's falling over on my desk. This is what I get for doing an unplanned early stream. This is how the real world is. Everything just breaks on me all the time. All right. Anyway, watch what you guys say on the internet for the next few weeks, because I've got a feeling the purge is coming once again, and Susan is on the hunt. Polska, I can't even respond to that or say it because I know they're censoring people that are talking about it right now. Yeah. What is it? Slightly Offensive just did an interview with him. If you do want to check that out, go over to Slightly Offensive's channel and watch that. 'Tis the person you spoke of, but not using his gasp forbidden name. Yep, that's it. All right, guys, before the stream crashes or I burn up too much more time, let's check out what Fox has to say, also owned by, certain individuals of a left-leaning ideology. So you can't really trust what Fox says either. But let's just get on with it, shall we? There we go. A little bit of a delay switching over on my end. All right, so Senate passes Inflation Reduction Act. This is Fox 5 in D.C. Copyright strike, here I come, because they don't understand fair use.
The Senate passed the Inflation Reduction Act with the help of Vice President Kamala Harris's tie-breaking votes. Now it's with the House, where it's expected to be passed.
Did you expect otherwise?
Can Americans see the effects of this legislation? Let's talk about it with Business Insider Deputy Editor David Leventhal, who's live with us here on Fox 5. Dave, seeing you a little earlier tonight. Good to see you tonight.
Hey, great to see you too, Jim.
Let's talk about this. So clearly, this was in flux for a long while because it was Build Back Better. It was $2 trillion at some point. It is now, what about?
They did just have to keep changing the freaking name of the thing in order to shove it down your throat, which, I'm just going to spoiler alert, inflation reduction. Anytime they pass anything, because, tangent, our government is currently, in my opinion, a puppet regime following a Marxist playbook indoctrination program. Therefore, everything they're doing right now is to the detriment and intentionally to the American people, because they are trying to collapse the system, make you desperate in order to beg for their help. Now, here's the thing. The Marxist playbook used to say that the violent revolution came first and then the indoctrination. But they realized it's not going to work in this country, so they just flipped it around. So expect more purple-haired ladies telling you how to live your life and telling children at 4 years old topics about actual information they don't need to know, and that right is wrong and wrong is right and left is blue and the sky is yellow. Okay? More of that to come. But when they're talking about... Oh, got a lag there for sure. When they're talking about reduction, what they mean is you get to pay for it. So it's really not going to reduce anything for you. But the cost of goods and services is going to go up, and the amount on your paycheck, if you're not 1099 and you don't know how to do write-offs properly, is going to go down. By the way, if you are not a 1099 Master Race member yet, sign up, get your card, and get off the plantation. W-2 is a dinosaur, and it is going down fast. Anyway.
About $750 billion. Let's talk about what we're seeing that could happen once it gets past the House.
Yeah, Jim, and when we were first talking about this more than a year ago, it was up to about $3.5 trillion with a T. And yes, as you just said, about $700 billion with a B. This is a very tailored package relative to what it was initially, about one-fifth the size of the initial conception by Democrats. And it's dealing very specifically with prescription drugs, with clean energy, with power, and really trying to clean up the environment is going to be about roughly half of this bill. It also has other aspects to it, and it increases some tax.
You know, here's Here's something else, which you guys already know, but I'll just say it in case there's somebody new here that doesn't know. They don't care about the environment, and they don't care about your kids. They don't. Let me point this one out, okay? When it comes to the environment, they want to save the planet, save Earth. Maybe by reducing the population, but that's not going to stop them from flying on their private jets and going to their conventions and their meetings. You know, if they really cared about the environment, they'd all do Zoom meetings from home. They wouldn't be on jets. We can get into that. Somebody with far more knowledge of how energy works can tell me having those computers on could be just as wasteful. Sure, fuck it. Here's the thing. They don't care. And they don't care about your kids either. For example, this case that's ongoing right now. They care then, but then let's just point out something like Uvalde. Didn't care that much then. Matter of fact, the irony of the one PD standing there with a Punisher lock screen, too afraid to go in and do his job. That's one example, but here's the other thing. They don't care about your kids. Look at the public school system right now. Look at what's going on there. They don't care. They do not care. They say they care, but what they're really doing is trying to indoctrinate those children, get rid of you and your dissenting opinion, so they have nice chattel to control when their plan goes through. Anyway, am I on topic? Is this on topic? Or am I going off in the weeds here? I'm going to check the chat really quick and then we'll keep going. Message retracted. Not sure. That must have been the name. Chrome Dome Omega. Yep, nope, read that one. Problem, reaction, solution. It's the only play in their playbook. Ish. I'd say they're more nefarious than that. Like I said, the violent revolution comes at the end. And they've got plenty of disposable brown shirts to work with. Because you got to understand, if you look at the violence in this country, it's not the right. That's shocker. Shocker. The right, look, the right has extreme self-control. Maybe to their detriment, because with everything that's been going on in this country for the last, I don't know, let's just say 100 years, the fact that the tree of liberty is still dying is a testament to the right's patience. However, if you look at crime statistics and you really break it down without the MSN narrative, what you'll see is it's the majority on the left committing acts of violence. So when they want their little violent revolution, they've already got their useful idiots. And they think that they're going to turn over the country into some socialist wet dream, awful nightmare. And that's going to be all peachy. But what we already know throughout history is the brown shirts are the first to get nixed once they have completed their agenda. All right, let's see what else is in here. Inflation reduction, like when they hired all those extra helpful people to help with your taxes. Yeah, 87,000 new ones. And you know who's going to pay their wages? You and me, like the fucking suckers we are. Because, as I just said, the right to their detriment is far too patient. Far too patient. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. I'm not telling you what to do. But as Pop would say, I understand if you did. All right. The government doesn't give a shit about you, your children. They only care about consolidating and expanding its own power. I would say yes, but at this point, I think they care more about destroying a system they can't control. They don't like this Constitution being in their way. And if you noticed, every country that has subsequently given up rights, like the right to self-defense, is now looking like a totalitarianism, socialism, awful nightmare. in which you have no say and you'll be locked in cages whenever they want you to. And if you don't, you'll be beaten and put into worse cages or deleted. I'm trying my best to self-censor. All right, let's see. Ghost Pill. Ghost Pill. I believe you, now that I've been watching some other stuff, because I'm going in different direction watching other channels lately. Are you the same Ghost Pill I'm thinking that's part of the, how do I say, green skins? I don't know. If you are, let me know. That's freaking awesome. Or no, you're not. That's Gray Ghost. It's Gray Ghost. Anyway, how's Polska and Ghost? And still above dirt. They also passed an additional tax law. Yes. They want a revolution. Ghost Pill also says Polska. And I'm reading backwards. I'm just trying to keep up so we get through this quick because we've got 40 minutes before Pop is live. Warband. You are. Okay. Because there's Gray Ghost and Ghost Pill. So you are the Warband. All right. Cool. Well, good to have you here, man. Matter of fact, just because I can, bam, you have magical abilities. Welcome. If you don't want them, I can take them away. But you are now a wrench. We need more good men here. And I have a feeling, especially after doing my shorts and kind of enraging the some Karens who don't like that I do not like homeless people that deal drugs and steal property from people and don't contribute to society whatsoever, and I call it out when I see it. Oh yeah, I brought the left out. Those shorts get the attention of the delusional left. Anyway, also Ghostbusters. All right, so you are you follow the Warband. Gotcha. There's a few ghosts always around. Yes, Ghost Pill, and then MGTOW Cowboy. Do want to give a shout out to him again. I have started to check out some of his stuff, and good dude. So there you go. Let's get back into this, though. We cannot waste much time here, guys. And I don't have a guest, so we don't have to worry about wasting any more. I love my guests, but when we get together with any guest, it just, we go on so many tangents. That's how they turn into 4-hour streams. It's a good time. I love having guests on, but got to stay focused. So anyway, back to this shit show.
Taxes too, especially on corporations very specifically that want to buy back their stock.
Yeah,
which is something that they're going to have to pay a little bit more of a price for now.
You mentioned the tax aspect of it all, because when you hear the Democrats talk about it, it's clean energy, it's prescription drugs. When you hear the Republicans talk about it, they talk about taxes. They talk about the fact that this includes $80 billion for the IRS to step up enforcement. So
also, there's no fucking way to go green yet. I'm sorry, there's not. Okay. What did Elon Musk say? Something like the entire state of New York could only power all of his electric cars for about 45 minutes. We do not have the infrastructure to go green. We won't have that in our lifetime. I'm not trying to be a naysayer. I'm simply saying the infrastructure is not there. We still have coal. We still have, in some places, nuclear. We do not have the capabilities to give everybody, and you know what? Everybody power on environmentally friendly crap. But here's another thing. I do live in the great blue state of Colorado. And in Colorado, we have a bunch of useless wind turbines that are now broken down and can't be repaired because they're too expensive to fix. Also, the damage that is done to the environment in order to make things like lithium batteries is far worse than putting some pipelines underneath a field in which can still grow crops, by the way. But let's destroy thousands of acres of land so you can have your electric battery in your car that lasts 5 years and then costs $60,000 to replace. Good job! That'll save the environment. Idiots. All right, moving on.
So clearly you have two different takes on this bill here, but between both sides is the truth.
Without question, and in politics is almost always invariably the case. And, for Democrats, though, this is something that gives them if you're going into a political
Oh, this
context,
bitch.
a pretty significant victory because they can
Excuse
say
me just a second. Want to show you this while I have it on my mind. Go away. All right, here's this. Just read it to you. I found it on the Book of Face today, so I wanted to share it. Kamala literally cackles as she casts the deciding vote to raise taxes and inflation, kill American jobs, and arm the IRS with 87,000 new agents and a $1 trillion. Where the fuck is that money coming from? Oh, wait, us? No, not even that. We can't even fucking afford this shit anymore. You know what? If everyone decided to maybe not engage with these people, if you're following what I'm saying, they couldn't do a fucking thing to stop us, allegedly. Are you following me? Let me just start with the word IRS with 87,000 new agents. If we just stopped engaging with these people, which would take all of us just saying enough, but no, the printing presses are responsible for this. What was it? Something like 80% of all of our currency was printed within the last 2 years. 80%. That goes all the way back to 1776. 80% last 2 years. And you wonder, the Titanic is sinking, man. Anyway, $1 trillion spending orgy during the worst inflation recession, collapse, depression collapse. Let's swap out the words to be correct. Depression, collapse. Spiral in a generation, in multiple generations. We haven't seen anything like this yet. Democrats hate you. Vote accordingly. Well, no shit. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But really, politicians in general hate you. Let me check out these chats really quick. I don't know how many are watching right now, but I don't know why I can't see that on this live stream chat here. I can on my... Actually, let me look really quick. Okay. About the average viewer count. Not bad, considering it's unplanned. Okay. Ghost Pill, they also passed an additional tax. Okay, I read that. Let me scroll down. Polska Bob, there are a few ghosts always around. Ghost Pill. Homeless issue is part of the reason I left Denver. Yep. And I got to get out of here. I have to get out of here. I'm going to lose my damn mind. This place is going to shit. I mean, I walk outside now and people are just dealing drugs in the open. I'm not kidding. It's gotten that bad. Even in nice neighborhoods, there's just drug dealings and shootings and crime. And the cops aren't doing anything because the only ones that were ever worth a damn left because they either had the jab forced down their throats and they said no, or their identity politics didn't match the agenda. So, yeah, we're going to shit real fast. Any blue state, if you don't get out of there, if I'm not around in a few years, it's because I didn't get out of here. Let's just say that, because I don't think it's going to end well in these cities for anyone. Ghost Pill, how am I going to tow 20k pounds daily, 500 miles with electric vehicles? You're not. You're fucking not. But that's what they want. They want to shut down the infrastructure completely. They don't want trucks on the road. They don't want you getting groceries. They want you to starve and die. Or get the handouts that they give you. Maybe a couple crackers a month. You'll live, right? If they had their way, you'd all be in camps working slave labor. But I digress. Ghost Pill. Red Rhino, I lived in Westminster. See, and that was one of those areas I would have considered a nicer area. It's starting to look like a dump. I'm sorry. I'm a native. I was born and raised. I migrated. I'm about 3 hours north from where I started, but it's awful everywhere. Dr. Manhattan, nice. I'm so fucking tired of dumb people. Yep. I absolutely agree, but they are becoming the majority. Actually, I'll argue they've always been the majority, but... all right, Chrome Dome Omega. Environmentally friendly power is already here. They just won't make it happen. Nuclear plants are some, yes, Solar is okay, but not really the route. Yeah, but the wind turbines are not, unfortunately. Stuff like simple perpetual motion needs to be worked on. Absolutely. Perpetual motion is amazing, and I've seen some of that stuff. Even on small scales, you get some magnets and start spinning, and it just keeps on going and going and going. It's the Energizer Bunny. And you don't need to waste huge amounts of resources to do, well, maybe initially magnets or whatever else. I'm not an expert in that field. I'm not an engineer, but from my understanding is, perpetual motion. If you could put a machine in your house. Matter of fact, I think something like I don't know if one of you guys knows more than I do about it, but like a small machine, maybe the size of a house, could power quite a few neighborhoods, if I'm not mistaken. Polska Bob. IRS is buying ammo also. That reminds me, a few years ago, what was it? BLM was buying lots of ammo? Not that BLM, Bureau of Land Management. Ghost Pill. IRS bought millions worth of ammo and full auto, semi-auto firearms. Well, nothing says, please pay your taxes like a fully automatic rifle in your face. So that's fun. At least we know what they're planning. All right, Chrome. Yeah, and my channel is banned. Chrome Dome Omega. You hear about how a lot of ammo is going missing in transit? I did hear that in passing. I'm not sure where I heard it, but it just popped on my radar and popped off really quick. Might have been in a YouTube video I watched. But yeah, I'm hearing a lot of ammo is going missing. I wish I knew more about that. If you guys have links, feel free to drop them. You are more than welcome to here. Terry Scott, good to see you, Terry. You have got to get out of that state. I know. Trust me, I know. I thought about Florida. I don't know if that's a great option just because everybody's going there. There are parts of Texas that seem affordable and fairly red. So that's okay. Now, guys, keep in mind, I'm not red. I'm a libertarian. All I want is to be left alone. Pretty simple. If you want to smoke some weed over there, you do it. I don't care. You want to do anything that doesn't harm other people, fine. Just leave me alone. That's it. Leave me alone. Let's see. Chrome Dome Omega. Magnetized ferrofluid engine. I don't know much about it, but I'll look into that. Polska Bob, the BLM needs to fucking... Yeah, both of them. Both of them need to go. Chrome Dome Omega. Sorry, Rhino, didn't think they would tag the news. All right. I'm not sure what you mean there, but I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't have the feds knocking yet. Hopefully never. All I want to do is just share the news and go back to work. All right? That's what I'm here for. Not inciting any revolutions at all. Ever. You guys make up your own minds, and that's it. Let's go back to this video, though. We have got under 30 minutes left to crank through this, so let's get on with it.
That they were able to do something after all of this time, after all this effort, and also this intramural acrimony that the Democrats were having for so many months here with Kyrsten Sinema, the senator from Arizona, Joe Manchin, the senator from West Virginia, both Democrats who
those
varying
wind turbines
were throwing monkey wrenches left and right into this process. So yeah, it's been something, but come November, the Democrats will be able to stand up and say, hey, look, we did pass something, and we did our best.
Just to loop in this with the news that's breaking tonight with the raid at Mar-a-Lago, I'm just curious, because this still has to go through the House.
That's the other one.
It seems to be a mere formality because the Democrats control the House. Of course, President Biden would sign this. But all of a sudden, after this, what you can argue is a victory for the Democrats, that's off the front page now.
I guess I should have done
now
this.
We're talking about Mar-a-Lago. We're talking about Donald Trump.
Whoops.
If you're a Democrat and you're looking at the political
learning curve,
afterglow of
I'm
this,
behind it.
Is that gone at this point?
It's not gone, and they're definitely going to be running on it. You're going to hear about, it was initially called the Build Back Better. Well, it's going to come back again in September, October, and November as Democrats run on this. But kind of to your original question, Jim, is this going to affect people right away? Is there going to be something in this bill that is going to be akin
Yes.
to like when
The answer is
cash
yes.
hit your bank account or your mailbox during the teeth of COVID, or even if you go back many
No,
years
not
before
like
that, when
that.
the
It's going to
government
be
was
the
sending
kind
out
that hits
checks.
you in the ass.
No, there's no aspect to that that's going to be exactly similar akin to that.
No.
So even though this is something that was billed as fighting inflation, it could be many months or even many years before consumers, before voters see an actual demonstrative.
Or it might be on your next tax return. But yes, please believe what the experts tell you. It might actually start showing up on your grocery bill this week. But what do I know? Once again, let me switch back over here really quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Mainstream did cover it, huh? All right. First of all, we are showing comments here. We're not screwing around. Pulse Kebab, the BML. Yeah, I read that. Nope. About the Emmett. Got it. Yeah, if you have an article that you've seen, just throw it over in the live chat. Maybe I'll cover that in another live stream. Okay. And back into this video. Let me actually switch screens this time.
Material payoff from this piece of legislation.
By the way, tonight on the Final Five, I'll talk to Senator Chris Van Hollen about that exact question. How do you call this inflation reduction when there is spending involved? More on that at 11:30. But Dave Leventhal, thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you needed to know there. Yeah, it's magical numbers. You just put magical numbers into something and nothing happens. That's
for just $67.
My bad. Let me switch over to this one. Here, this actually got talked about, but let's just let's go into this. Let me check view count again. Okay, so we lost a couple, but we are getting really close to pop time, so I knew we were going to be light. We're actually not too bad tonight. Nowhere near the big guys, but again, I'm basically brand new with experience, but brand new here. So, I'm a baby on the YouTubes. Nah, I used to get a lot more views, but that was a decade ago, man. All right, here, let's check this one out. If I can get my fucking computer to cooperate. Okay, here we go.
I'd like to spend some time addressing the chair and America on the American Rescue Plan, actually on the Build Back Better Act, which is kind of a follow-up on the American Rescue Plan. We know the result of that original big spending government printing act.
Yeah, it fucked us all.
There's a big increase in inflation in the United States apparent to one and all.